newlyweds up to 7 years of rental deposit loan interest and monthly rent support. In partnership with the Korea Housing Finance Corporation and B&K Busan Bank, the city also provides lease deposit loans and interest payment support for public rental housing tenants. Applications are open through the 8th, either in person at Busan Metropolitan Corporation or online. The 5th Intergovernmental Negotiating Committee session on the United Nations Plastics Treaty will be held at Bexco on the 25th. Hosted by the United Nations Environment Program and organized by South Korea's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the conference will gather around 3,000 participants, including delegations from over 170 countries, to discuss a global treaty to end plastic pollution. Environmental organizations will use this international conference to raise awareness about the severity of plastic issues. The 19th Busan International Fireworks Festival will take place on November 9th at 7 p.m. around Gwangali Beach, starting 1 hour earlier than previous years. This year's show will feature new displays, including white fireworks, which will create a flowing pattern along the Gwangan Bridge, and text fireworks symbolizing Busan's aspirations to become a global hub city. Additionally, for the first time in Korea, there will be parachute fireworks that descend gracefully like parachutes. Mayor Park Kyung-jun highlighted the festival as a key autumn event for Korea, aiming to attract 3 million overseas tourists. Time for international news. United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres expressed serious concerns on the 3rd local time regarding the deployment of North Korean troops to Russia. According to reports from AFP and The Guardian, Guterres expressed concern about reports of North Korean troops being deployed to Russia and potentially stationed in Ukraine. In a statement through spokesperson Stefan Dujarric, he emphasized the need for meaningful efforts to end the war and urged that all measures be taken to prevent the internationalization of the conflict. By the end of last month, the United States government reports indicated that 8,000 North Korean troops had been deployed to Kursk, Russia, with combat involvement expected soon. Time now for the weather. Currently, it is 22 degrees Celsius and clear. The temperature will average around 18 degrees this evening. That's all we have time for this hour's news. Thanks for listening. You're listening to BEFM, 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM, Busan 영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with David Kim. BEFM, 부산 영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4.
When the seasons change, many things around us change too. The weather feels different, people wear new clothes, seasonal foods appear, and even the animals we see change. Although it's just one season shifting to the next, it brings a lot of changes to our surroundings. So before the autumn ends, let's take a moment to fully enjoy its beauty. Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is David Kim, and welcome to For Your Busan. Let's kick it off with this song, I Lived by One Republic.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you built a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. Hey. The only way you can know, you give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear I lived. Hope that you spend your days, but they all add up. And when that sun goes down, hope you raise your cup. Oh, I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. But until my moment comes, I'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. And with every broken bone, I swear I lived. I swear I live. Every broken bone, I swear I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. And with every broken bone, I swear I live. I swear I
I Lived by One Republic, our opening song here at For Your Busan. Good afternoon, everybody. How are y'all doing? Happy Monday. Woohoo! Now with cooler weather, it's a great time for outdoor events. And Busan has something special in store. From November the 15th until the 17th, the Nakdong River Management Office is hosting the 15th annual Winter Migratory Bird Festival at 을숙도 Ecological Park in Saha District. Now, this event celebrates the return of winter migratory birds to the Nakdong River wetlands, a protected area known for its natural beauty and ecological importance. Now, the festival offers activities for all ages, including expert-led sessions, and nature guides will also lead ecological experience tours, giving participants a closer look at the area's unique ecosystem. In addition, attendees can make wildlife-themed 달고나 candy, delicious stuff shaped like local birds or plants, and join interactive games focused on removing invasive species from the wetlands. Pre-registration opens on November the 6th in 2 days on the Nakdong River Eco Center website with spots available on a first-come, first-served basis. So make sure you get on time. You get on there in time for that. And whether you're a nature lover, bird watcher, or just seeking a new experience, this festival offers a memorable way to enjoy Busan's natural wonders. So bring friends, family members, and immerse yourself in the beauty of nature right here in Busan City. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Once again, welcome to today's show. Lots of people tuning in. I see people texting in on NotTube live chat, including Busan Ajenim, Bennynim, Cake Like Tunim, Ponim. Good afternoon to you guys as well, and Sangmin Parknim as well. Now, we are accepting your suggestions for today's text topic. 오늘 문자 주제 추천도 저희가 받고 있으니까요. Feel free to text in at any time. pound 9050 샵 9050. It will cost you 100 won. A Kakao Talk message by searching for and adding us as a friend. 부산영어방송. Chat with me there. Or YouTube Live. Come join in on the fun and chat with us. Maybe meet the community, say hello to, exchange greetings, and also send me a text topic that we can talk about, send messages back and forth throughout the show from until 6 p.m. Right. So keep those messages coming in. We've had one topic suggestion from Benny Nim. If you could have a power to add a new hobby, what hobby would you like to add? So I guess if you could have another hobby, what would you like to have it as a new hobby? So maybe you like reading books, you like going to the libraries, but maybe you want to add another hobby. Maybe it's to go, I don't know, fishing. What's a new hobby that you like to have? That's an interesting topic. Thank you, Benny Nim. Keep those topic suggestions coming in to us. Let me know. Meanwhile, I'll tell you what's coming up in today's show. We have Busan Is, a daily segment where we have news anchor Hong Dang-dang to come in, and she's going to give us news updates, and she's also going to teach us a Korean idiom or two. We also have DJ, short for David's Journal, and you get to discover what caught my eye today. And then we have Busan Hot Places, where Jimmy comes in, and he's going to tell us all about some cool festivities or events that he's been to over the weekend. And we also have, in the second half, on the mic, we get to listen to the stories of Busan locals who are interviewed. We also have Busan's Tale, Haley, to come in and give us a storytelling time about various aspects of Busan City. And then, of course, our daily quiz segment where you can participate and win some cool prizes. 네, 오늘도 문자, 카카오톡, 그리고 너튜브 라이브 댓글로 참여해주신 분들께 선물이 기다립니다. 저와 함께 2시간 끝까지 같이 해주시길 바랍니다. Because you could win a prize or two. I see some messages saying good afternoon. Today is the day I don't like humans. Ponim said, oh, maybe today is that one of those days where you just don't want to meet with people. You just don't want to. I know how that feels like. Maybe just stay home. And perhaps the fact that you're tuned in to BEFM, hopefully this show could make you feel better. Thank you for coming in and joining in on the fun, though. Welcome to the show. Gosunim, welcome to the show, too. All right. Keep those messages coming in. We'll go right into our first segment, Busan Is.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
We have in the studio Hong Dang-dang for Busan Is. How are you doing?
네, 안녕하세요. 월요일입니다. 주말 잘 보내셨어요?
Yes. Weekend was really fun. 위켄드는 친구 이제
네.
약혼식 파티 혹시
와.
가보셨어요?
아니요.
저도 생전 처음 가봤는데요.
약혼식 파티 멋있다.
Engagement party. I went to my
네.
friend's engagement party. I took pictures for them.
네.
And it was just really fun.
어떻게 하나요? 약혼식 파티는?
그냥 약간 결혼식 전에 하는 파티 같아요.
우리 예전에 뭐 댕기풀이 뭐 이런 말이 있었어요. 결혼 전에 친구들도 만나고 우리
네.
결혼해. 결혼식에는 막 바쁘고 서로
네.
또 그러니까 그
네.
전에 먼저 친한 친구들
네.
했던 것 같은데.
이번에는 이 친구는 이제 친한 친구들 플러스 그냥 직장 동료들 플러스 그냥 많은 사람들이 모여가지고
친구가 많은
he
분이네.
rented out a bar
네.
and we just had fun.
이야.
Eating, drinking, celebrating.
네, 축하 많이 하고 축복의 시간을 보내셨겠네요.
Yes.
Wow.
All right. Well, you had a good weekend too.
네.
And
보냈습니다.
today actually is a wonderful, beautiful day.
그러니까요. 구름이 이렇게 목욕을 세수를 했는지 그냥 얼굴이 하얘가지고.
그러니까요. 이런 날씨에 밖에서 아웃도어 라이브 쇼를 해야 되는데
그럴까요?
그죠?
창문 좀 열면 어떨까요?
열면
저희
좋겠다,
밀폐된
그죠?
공간에 있잖아요. 문 꼭
Yeah.
닫고.
We have a big wide window here, big
네.
open window, but we just can't open it.
좋습니다. 그래도 창문이 있어서 산도 보이고 하늘도 보이고 좋아요.
맞습니다.
네, 이렇게 좋은 가을날입니다.
Yes, exactly. All right,
네.
let's get into news.
이렇게 좋은 가을날입니다 했는데 바로 축제가 이어지죠. 11월에도 마찬가지입니다. 우리 부산은 2024 부산 불꽃축제가 오는 9일 저녁 7시부터 광안리 해수욕장 일대에서 펼쳐집니다. 올해는 시작 시간이 1시간 앞당겨 진행됩니다. 올해 부산 불꽃축제는 해외 초청 불꽃쇼를 시작으로 부산 멀티 불꽃쇼, 나이아가라 불꽃, 컬러 이과수 불꽃, 지름 400m 초대형 불꽃 등 더 다양하고 화려해진 불꽃쇼가 광안대교 일대를 장식할 예정이고요. 유료 좌석이 기존에는 8,000석이었는데 14,000석으로 늘어나고 100만 명의 관객이 예상되면서 6,700명의 안전관리 요원이 배치됩니다. 축제 당일에는 CCTV를 통한 관람객 수 모니터링과 총량제를 시행하면서 안전을 확보하고요. 비상통로와 응급의료 부스도 운영됩니다. 무엇보다 안전하게 축제가 진행돼야 되겠죠. 자, 또 오는 14일에는 글로벌 게임 축제인 G스타 2024가 백스코에서 역대 최대 규모로 열립니다. 올해로 20주년을 맞는 G스타는 17일까지 진행됩니다. 국내외 게임사들이 신작을 공개하고 신규 콘텐츠를 대거 선보일 예정이고요. 올해 G스타는 지난해 방문객이 19만 7천 명이었는데 이것보다 더 많은 관람객이 찾을 것으로 기대하고 있습니다.
So festivities that are happening soon here in Busan City. But before I continue with the English news part of it, 하나 갑자기 아재 개그가 발동돼가지고요.
어떤 거요?
괜찮을까요?
네네. 환영합니다.
이 폭포를 보러 가면 젊어진대요. 어느 폭포일까요? 캐나다에 있습니다.
저요?
네.
나이아가라 폭포.
I love it. I love this waterfall.
나이아가라.
Right.
네네네.
네, so Busan continues its festival season in November with major events like the Fireworks Festival and G-Star 2024 Gaming Festival. The 2024 Busan Fireworks Festival on November the 9th at Gwangali Beach will showcase international and local fireworks, including a 400-meter display near Gwangan-daegu Bridge or the Diamond Bridge. And this year's theme, Tales of Autumn Nights, includes 14,000 paid seats and anticipates an audience of 1 million people with 6,700 safety personnel dispatched. On November the 14th, G-Star 2024 opens at Bexco featuring new games and content with organizers expecting more than last year's 197,000 visitors.
네. 자, 플라스틱 오염을 종식하기 위한 국제 협약을 논의하는 국제회의가 부산에서 열립니다. 그러니까 봄쯤에 부산에서 11월에 이런 회의가 열려요 했을 때 우리 같이 박수치면서 와 했는데 이번 달에 열려요.
Oh, wow. Very soon.
네, UN 플라스틱 협약 제5차 정부 간 협상위원회입니다. 오는 25일부터 백스코에서 시작되고요. UN 플라스틱 협약 정부 간 협상위원회는 플라스틱 오염에 대한 구속력 있는 국제 협약안을 만들기 위해서 조직된 정부 간 협상기구입니다. 2022년 11월 우루과이에서 제1차 협상위원회가 열렸고 이번이 마지막 5차 협상위원회가 바로 우리 부산에서 열립니다. 170여 개국 정부 대표단을 비롯해 3천여 명이 부산을 찾을 것으로 예상됩니다. 본행사가 25일부터 12월 1일까지 진행되고요. 플라스틱 오염의 심각성을 지적하고 순환경제 시대로 전환하는, 모색하는 그런 다양한 부대 행사도 함께 펼쳐집니다.
So Busan City will host an international conference on ending plastic pollution. The 5th Intergovernmental Negotiating Committee INC-5 meeting for the UN Plastic Treaty will be held at Bexco from November the 25th until December the 1st, bringing together 3,000 people from 170 countries. Environmental groups plan lectures, policy forums, and the Busan Plastic March on November the 23rd to advocate for a strong plastic treaty.
네, 대한노인회 부산시 연합회가 희귀 난치병 아동의 생명을 살리기 위해서 6천여만 원의 성금을 부산시에 전달했습니다. 노인회 부산시 연합회는 10월 경로의 달을 맞이해서 노인이 수혜 대상자가 아닌 나눔과 배품을 실천하는 어른으로서의 이 역할을 위해서 취약계층 어린이들에게 나눔을 실천하자는 뜻에서 성금 모금을 벌였고요. 16개 구군지회 산하 2,400여 곳의 경로당 회원들이 십시일반 모금에 참여했습니다. 이 성금은 희귀 난치병으로 고통받는 4명의 어린이의 수술비 지원에 사용될 예정입니다.
So the Busan branch of the Korean Senior Citizens Association announced a donation of 60 million won to support children with rare diseases. In honor of Senior Citizens Month in October, the association aimed to shift the perception of seniors by raising funds, with over 2,400 senior centers in Busan participating.
네, 부산시가 일과 생활 균형 문화를 확산시켜서 행복도시 부산을 만들기 위한 2024년 부산 워라벨 주간을 운영하는데요. 오늘부터 10일까지 이어집니다. 워라벨 우수기업 시상식을 비롯해 다양한 행사가 마련됩니다. 워라벨 최고 경영자, 또 아이 키우기 좋은 기업, 일하기 좋은 기업 문화 등 3개 부문 워라벨 우수기업으로 선정된 6개 기업에 대해 시상을 하게 됩니다. 이들은 육아휴직, 또 자녀교육 지원제도, 가족 돌봄 휴직, 근로자, 가족 건강지원제도 등 다양한 분야에서 일, 가정, 양립 제도를 실천하고 있는 기업들입니다.
Busan will host Busan Work-Life Balance Week 2024 from November the 4th today until the 10th to promote a balanced work culture. Organized by Busan City and the Busan Work-Life Balance Support Center, the event will include an award ceremony on the 7th, recognizing 6 companies for excellence in work-life balance.
네, 부산 근현대역사관은 클래식 부산과 협업해서 오는 9일 오후 5시 역사관 본관 야외마당에서 찾아가는 클래식 부산2 동백 아가씨 콘서트를 개최합니다. 이번 공연에는 부산 오페라하우스 합창단과 오케스트라가 고 배경호 작곡가의 음악 동백 아가씨 등을 클래식으로 편곡해서 대중들에게 선보입니다. 시민 누구나 사전 신청 없이 무료로 관람할 수 있고요. 9일 토요일 오후 4시부터 선착순으로 입장하면 되겠습니다.
Right, so the Busan Modern and Contemporary History Museum will host the Visit Classical Busan 2 Dongbek Lady Concert with Classical Busan on the 9th at 5 p.m. in the museum's outdoor yard. And the Busan Opera House Choir and Orchestra will perform composer Bae Kyung-ho's work, including Dongbek Lady. The free concert is open to all, first come, first serve.
네, 내 주변에 무슨 일이 일어나고 있는지 각종 문화 또 혹은 또 좀 관심을 기울여야 할 정책들 이런 것들도 잘 살펴보는 것도 아주 우수한 시민의 어떤 자질이다 생각하면서
Yeah, lots
네,
happening this month. You're right.
이 시간 잘 기울여 주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
Okay.
네, 그리고 끝에 저희 하하속담 하루에 하나씩 속담하잖아요.
It is time for
네.
Korean idioms where I have to fill
교양도
in the
익히고
blanks.
네, 상식도 네, 챙겨가시기 바랍니다. 오늘도 역시 빈칸에 오늘 동물 맞히면 됩니다. 동물이
Okay.
나옵니다.
Animals.
네, 자, 속담입니다.
네.
무는 무슨 동물이 있는데 차는 car 아니고 발로 차는
Kick.
동물이 있다.
네.
이런. 앙 무는 동물이 있는데 발로 칵 차는 동물도 있다. 이 얘기예요.
So there's a
물고 차고.
so animal that will bite and
네.
animal that will kick.
네.
혹시
자.
네, 차는 거는 무슨 뜻이고 무는 거는 무슨 뜻이에요?
앙 무는 거죠.
네.
발로
먹는 거.
뻥 차는 거죠. 아니요, 사람을 무는 거죠.
사람
동물이.
무는 거.
사람을 물어요. 이렇게 큰일 나죠.
강아지.
네, 강아지. 보기.
나 보기.
개.
네.
강아지.
응.
말.
말.
소.
이건 너무 쉽다. 그렇죠?
쉬워요?
네.
그럼 개라고 하셨잖아요.
개가
강아지.
물고 말이 차고.
하나예요.
하나예요?
네.
원동물?
원동물.
원동물.
동물.
그러면은 말.
말.
네. 말. 근데 말이 한번 이렇게 물면 엄청 아플 텐데요.
큰일 나죠.
와.
너무 상상은 많이 하지 마시고.
네.
자, 무는 말 있는데 차는 말 있다?
네.
딩동댕. 웃을 일은 아니지만
진짜
맞췄습니다.
웃는 거 아니에요?
아니 맞춰서 우리가
네.
웃는 거고요.
네.
이 뜻은
네. 뜻은 뭐예요?
너무 심각하게
What's the meaning
들으셔가지고.
here? Yeah.
고약한 사람이 있는 곳에
네.
그와 비슷한 부류의 사람이 있다 이런 뜻이래요. 무는 말도 있는데 옆에 또 차는 말도 있는 거예요. 그래서
There's bad breeds of human beings
네.
all over.
뭔가 왜 우리말 그 사자성어에도
네.
유유상종이란 말이 있어요. 네. 그러니까 무리류 서로 모여 있는 사람들을 보면 그리고 또 친구를 보면 그 사람을 알 수 있다고 했잖아요.
네.
그러니까 약혼식 파티에 보면 그
그쵸.
분들이 참 즐겁고 재밌고 좋았나요?
네.
네, 그러면 그 유유상종 그런 무리들이 서로 우정을 나누고
끼리끼리
사랑을
친한다.
맞아. 그런
네네네.
그런 얘기로
유유상종.
무는 말 있는데 차는 말 있다.
그렇죠. 뜻이 심오하군요, 셋포님.
네.
생각보다 무섭네요, 뜻이. 그죠?
그렇죠.
네.
무는 말이 있는데. 네.
Yeah.
무는 말 되지 말고 차는 말 피하자.
네, 맞습니다. All right. We should 피해 both kinds of people. All right. Thank you so much for coming in today, giving us news updates and teaching us a Korean idiom.
네.
We'll see you tomorrow.
네, 월요일 잘 보내시고요. 내일 뵙겠습니다. 고맙습니다.
네, that was Hong Dang with us for Busan Is, giving us news updates. Today's text topic has been chosen. Forgot to ask her. It was suggested by Benny Nim, who said, what's your hobby? What do you like to do for fun? What do you like to do for fun? 여러분의 취미는 무엇인가요? Benny Nim with an answer saying, I like to read news articles these days, doing house chores and playing video games. Wow, reading news articles. That's another level of hobbiness, isn't it? Hobbiness? What the heck is hobbiness? But wow, yeah. wow, 엄청 뭐라 그러죠? scholarly한 hobby네요. Reading news articles. Do you like to read it on, I guess nowadays it's easier to access news because we have the internet, but maybe you like the traditional conventional way of reading newspapers. What's your pick, Benny님? Newspapers versus online news. We had Ponim saying 제 취미는 방탈출 게임. room escape game 하기예요. 시간도 잘 가고 머리도 써야 하지만 잘 풀리면 기분이 좋아요. It is indeed. 잘 안 풀리면은 화가 나죠. 아니요. 잘 안 풀리면 you cannot escape. And you'll be stuck there. You have to pay additional game fees. I don't know. I've only been there with smart friends who were able to help me out to escape. Benny님, yes, only online. Yeah, only online. There's so many different news media companies online that you can just surf the web and find different articles to your liking, right? What's your favorite type of news article, news section you like to read, Benny님? Is it like sports, politics? What is it? Let me know. And we are going to listen to a song requested by Benny Nim to take a quick break. This is 별, 바람, 햇살, 그리고 사랑 by 김종국.
부시도록 투명한 아침 싱그러운 햇살 속에 잠든 너의 숨결 위로 묻어 나는 행복 별이 되어 바람이 되어 추억에 잠기며 어느새 잠에서 깨어 달 부르며 웃는 너 Baby never say goodbye 단 한 사람 너만 있어주면 돼 기도해 Baby never say goodbye 단 한 사람 너만 있어주면 돼 이 세상 무엇도 널 대신할 순 없어 Baby don't you ever cry 아름다워 네가 있는 이 세상 사랑하기에 나는 행복하니까 속의 연인들처럼 늘 함께 있어도 이렇게 안고 있어도 더 그리워지는 너 Baby never say goodbye 단 한 사람 너만 있어주면 돼 이 세상 무엇도 널 대신할 순 없어 Baby don't you ever cry 아름다워 네가 있는 이 세상 사랑하기에 나는 행복하니까 영원히 너만을
It is time for DJ David's Journal. Dear Diary, over the weekend I visited Haeundae with friends. We enjoyed a great meal at a well-known restaurant, then stopped by a cafe for coffee, catching up on everything we hadn't had time to talk about. Along the way, we took a lot of photos. I love taking photos because they capture special moments, so even if I'm in one spot, I'll snap at least 5 shots, especially if it's a nice place I want to remember and share on social media. Now, one of my friends isn't a fan of taking photos, saying it interrupts our conversations and makes the food go cold. Still, I like taking pictures since they hold memories of the place, the meals, the moments I want to remember. Now, this habit is common, which is why the trend of taking proof shots has grown. 인증샷 in Korean, right? Now, originally just a way to show you've been somewhere, these proof shots now sometimes involve dangerous places or unique poses. Now, this trend can be risky, and some incidents have been tragic. For example, in Iceland, one of the beaches there, it's beautiful there, but it has unpredictable waves that have claimed lives. Despite warning signs, people risk getting too close for the perfect shot. Similarly, in Hong Kong, a French man fell from a skyscraper while attempting a proof shot. In Italy, a tourist broke a valuable 150-year-old statue while trying to pose with it. Why do people keep taking these risky proof shots? Likely, it's to capture memories and stand out on social media, but it's essential to avoid situations where a proof shot could turn tragic. So perhaps I should ease up on taking so many photos myself so my friends can finally enjoy their food without waiting. All right. today's text topic, I asked you what your hobbies are like. What do you like to do for fun? Sung Irim with a message saying, I cannot stop watching NotTube videos, especially for your Busan. Oh, I like that message. Thank you, Sung Irim. There's plenty of C on NotTube channel, BEFN NotTube channel. In fact, I think we have shorts for almost every single show out there. So yeah, you'll probably spend hours and hours just watching through clips of short videos and long videos. Yeah, great message. Pengsuapanim saying, my hobby, I like to write books. Writing something plus listening to English programs such as For Your Busan and other shows from Jeju Young K. Oh, is your name Young K? Welcome to the show, Penganim. We've had, let's see. Yeah, great stuff. Keep those messages coming in. We also had Choi Suk-nim tuning in and texting in. Good afternoon to you as well. I love to have my garden. Oh, garden full of organic veggies. And looking for a land. I love going for a drive with family and visiting good food, good restaurants to eat out. Yes. What's your favorite type of, I guess, eatery? Like food eatery places that you like to go and eat out with your family and friends? Is it Italian food? Is it Korean food? Chinese food? Let me know. Keep those messages coming in. Let's see if you have any text messages. Nope, just NotTube and Kakao for now. But yeah, let me know your hobby, what you like to do for fun, what other new hobbies you like to, start in the near future as well. Keep those messages coming in. All right, we'll go take a quick break right now. Are we going to take a listen to a song? No, we're going to go right into our next segment.
You are now listening to For Your Busan with David Kim. Stay tuned every day from 4:05 to 6 p.m. for more.
We have in the studio Jimmy.
Jimmy in the building.
How you doing, Jimmy?
Doing great.
Your weekend was good?
Yeah, weekend was good.
Yeah.
I pretty much stayed home all day for the first time.
Okay.
I usually love to go out, but
Yeah.
then a day like yesterday, I just kind of like stayed home.
Yeah, once in a while, you just gotta chillax at home.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Get some rest.
Right.
Rejuvenate yourself with some
Yeah.
nice food and drinks and relax
sure.
at home.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's why I think I'm fully back on the track.
Nice. Okay, you're with good
Right.
energy. You're in the studio. You're gonna tell us all about some of the festivities that are happening here in Busan City.
For sure. I mean, as you know, many people, I think it was about 2 years ago that Suyong Millakgongwon was banned from like drinking. There were used to be a lot of people,
Yeah,
right?
you're not able to drink there anymore.
But like for those of you, not just only for drinking, but then like that play was kind of like not non-popular anymore for many tourists to visit because of that reason. But then I think there is a reason for you guys to go make a visit this winter. Because it's actually today's topic too.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's something happening. Maybe a change has happened in that area of Millak Waterfront Park.
For sure.
Where it could attract visitors to go visit.
They actually started the Light Festival.
Okay.
Starting from last Saturday.
Yeah?
It was a kickoff. So I was there. It's called Millak Luce Festa, the first Millak Luce Festa.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Millak Luce Festa. Sounds so fancy.
Sounds so fancy, right?
Yeah.
At Millak Waterside Park in Suyeonggu area.
I love Millak Waterfront Park. Not only because, it's a very different scenery.
Yeah.
If you have the chance to kind of jog along the river, and you make your way towards the Gwangli Beach area, but before you get to the Gwangli Beach area, there's a waterfront park, right?
Right.
It's got like what do you call those like what do you call those those big stones that prevent the breakwaters.
Breakwaters.
They're there, and you have the bridge to look at, and the nice Haeundae buildings in the backdrop. So it's got really it's got an interesting scenery to it.
For sure. I mean, lucky to me, myself, that I don't usually go there anymore, like after that ban. But like last Saturday was really fun to actually see the Gwangan Bridge like up front. And I was actually there to like interview people.
Nice.
So I actually went down because they have a stage there for celebrating their opening ceremony for the Light Festival.
Cool.
And it is actually a waterfront park because the water was like almost coming inside of
the waves
stage.
come crashing in. Yeah.
Right. So it was really, really unique.
Yes. All right. Tell us more about this thing.
Yeah, so this Light Festival is actually kicked off from 2nd of November and until February 28th to 2025.
So it'll go on for a while.
Yeah.
And how did they revamp the place?
It's actually a 400-meter stretch of a park into a luminous space with a creative light sculptures. And like from the seaside, you can actually, just take a walk and then check out all these beautiful lights.
Right. And on top of that, I know there are some good places to eat around that area. So if you ever get a little hungry, you can just stop by one of the stores, grab a snack or eat dinner there, and then come back out and walk around again.
Yeah, and then as what you said, there's like popular restaurants to cafes like right next door. So once you check out this Light Festival, you can just go ahead and grab something really delicious.
And if you have a car, I know they have a public parking lot there. They have a 공영 주차장 there.
맞습니다.
But it's not as big as I thought.
No.
I mean, it's multiple stories. It's like three floors high.
Yeah.
I thought it would be huge, but it's not as
really
big as I wanted it to be. So recommended once again, if you could take the public transportation, you should.
Good pinpoint out because myself, I also struggled to find a parking spot myself. So I was kind of like just strolling around for like 10 to 15 minutes.
Actually, if you want to go to the Milak Waterfront Park, I guess I could give you a tip. You could also park near the Milak. There's the other commercial areas.
Yeah.
And I think they also have a public parking space towards the Gwanli beach area as well. It's a bit of a walk, but at least it's closer than parking all the way in like Suyong Yok area.
You should have just texted me so that I can secure the spot.
Yeah, I'll text you all the places where you can park.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Okay, so you also got to talk to some cool people.
Yeah, I mean, as for the first interview, I actually got to talk to one of the specialists, the Cultural City Specialist, Department of Culture and Tourism, and we actually talk about this concept and the program of this newly kicked off Light Festival. So let's listen to it together.
안녕하십니까. 간단하게 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 안녕하십니까. 저는 부산 수영구청 문화관광과에서 문화도시 전문관으로 근무하고 있는 이우철 주무관입니다.
제1회 밀락 루체 페스타가 토요일부터 진행을 하는데요. 프로그램에 대한 간략한 설명 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 밀락 루체 페스타는 금주구역으로 지정된 밀락 수변공원의 상권 활성화와 그리고 지역 주민과 관광객들에게 새로운 희망과 어떤 즐거움을 전수하기 위해서 올 수영구에서 지금 진행하게 된 빛축제로 대한민국 문화도시 사업으로 추진하고 있습니다.
꼭 봐야 될 것이 있다면 어떤 거를 좀 주력해서 봐야 되는지에 대한 설명 좀 부탁드릴게요.
네, 저희가 추진하는 밀락 루체 페스타는 다른 빛축제와 다르게 스토리형 빛축제를 가지고 있습니다. 그래서 전설의 용궁에서 빛을 잃어버린 용궁이 용궁의 빛을 찾기 위해서 루체라는 용감한 물고기가 7개 구성된 존을 따라 다니면서 빛을 모아서 맨 마지막에 용궁의 빛을 밝힌다는 주제로 진행을 하고 있고요. 그중에서 가장 제가 추천하고 싶은 곳은 중간쯤에 보시면 되게 큰 선물 상자가 있습니다. 그 선물 상자에 선물을 보면서 모두가 소원을 빌면 자신이 원하는 소원이 이루어지기를 바라는 염원을 같이 담고 있고요. 그래서 저희가 행사 주제도 루프리텔캅이라고 루프리텔캅이 라틴어로 모든 것이 다 이루어지는 마법 주문으로 방문객 모두의 소원과 지역 경제 활성화 염원이 모두 이루어지길 바라는 마음을 담고 있습니다. 그리고 마지막 끝으로 빛축제와 더불어서 밀수 카페를 같이 운영합니다. 비축제 공간 밑에 20개 예쁜 텐트가 만들어져 있고 그 텐트 안에서 회든 어떤 음식이든 사와서 맛있게 먹으면서 바다의 정취를 같이 즐길 수 있는 공간을 같이 마련해서 그 공간도 같이 보면 더 좋을 것 같습니다.
Yeah, he was really excited to share about this program because it was kind of dead for like the past 2 years. But then now, due to this, starting from this light festival, he's expecting to actually have a lot more visitors. And then there is like in the middle of that light festival, there's like a small gift box. I mean, we cannot actually take it. It's just a sculpture, but you can actually make a wish, and then down below they're gonna install the tents so that you can actually eat some raw fish or any kind of a takeaway food there,
cool.
except alcohol. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's an alcohol free zone.
Right.
So they've banned alcohol there, but instead of that, they've installed light sculptures and things like that to check out. So it kind of illuminates the dark, night atmosphere.
Yeah. I was there myself. Like on the right side, you can see the Gwangan Bridge, and to the left, you can see the Marine City. So it's kind of a really, really great for even taking photos too.
Yeah, come on to our NotTube live show. We're streaming live right now, and you can see some of the pictures that Jimmy took at the Luce Light Festival, and. One of the pictures was like a big tunnel, like light tunnel that leads you to a different area. I saw like a mushroom sculpture there.
Yeah.
Interesting shaped sculptures there.
That one, yeah.
Yeah. All right. You also got to talk to citizens?
Yeah, I actually got to talk to one of the citizens who is from Suyeonggu. And yeah, like we were at the lighting ceremony. So we actually talk about his impressions and his expectation. So let's listen to it together.
안녕하세요. 간단하게 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 수영구에 살고 있는 김인준이라고 합니다.
네, 저희 지금 이렇게 또 밀락 루체 페스타가 오늘 또 점등식을 이렇게 함께 해주셨는데 어떻게 이 행사를 알고 오시게 되었을까요?
이 행사를 한다고 주변에 많이 이렇게 홍보하고 해서 제가 수영구에 살고 있다고 집이 근처거든요. 그래서 애기를 산책시키고 이렇게 나왔습니다.
네, 방금 되게 이렇게 가족끼리 점등식을 함께 보는 것 자체가 제가 좋아 보여서 이렇게 인터뷰를 요청드렸는데 막상 또 수영 구민으로서 또 이렇게 그 점등식을 함께 하니까 기분이 조금 어떠신지 한 말씀 부탁드리겠습니다.
원래 여기가 좀 이제 이 시간쯤 되면 젊은 분들 오셔서 막 술도 먹고 하는 공간이었는데 이렇게 빛 축제를 해서 예쁘게 해놓으니까 애기도 데리고 산책하는 사람들도 불편하게 편하게 하니까 좋은 것 같습니다.
감사합니다. 좋은 시간 보내시길 부탁드립니다.
Yeah, as a Suyeong citizen himself, he was really, really excited about this light festival. And then he was actually with his family.
Yeah.
So they were all like really, really excited too.
Yeah. I mean, you can see the pictures that are streaming live on NotTube, and I see that the time you've taken it was around 5 to 6.
Oh, perfect, correct.
Yeah, because the sun was setting, the sky looked beautiful. You can still see the white clouds. It was really beautiful to see. Nice. Okay, and you also got to talk to someone else?
Sure, I actually got to talk to one of the tourists all the way from Tegan, and the whole family was really excited about this light festival too. So let's listen to it together.
안녕하세요. 간단하게 자기소개 부탁드릴게요.
안녕하세요. 대전에서 온 이나입니다.
와, 대전에서 그러면 이렇게 부산을 관광 오신 거네요.
네.
여기가 굉장히 또 이 광안리 일대 수변공원이 굉장히 유명한데 지금 오늘 밀락 루체 페스타 점등식을 어떻게 알고 여기 오시게 되셨을까요?
그냥 여행 왔는데 되게 이쁜 데가 있어서 와봤어요.
막상 이렇게 또 점등식에 와보시고 불 켜는 것도 아마 현장에서 같이 보셨을 텐데 보니까 어떠세요?
이뻐요.
그러면 지금 이제 주말 동안에 부산을 아마 관광하실 건데 좀 계획이나 부산에서 그래도 먹어보고 싶은 거나 가보고 싶은 거 혹시 있으시세요?
그냥 해운대 가서 바다 구경할 거예요.
맛있는 거 먹어보고 싶은 건 혹시 뭐가 있으신지?
꼼장어도 먹어보고 싶고 회도 먹어보고.
알겠습니다. 가족들과 즐거운 시간 보내시길 바랍니다. 감사합니다.
Yeah, she was a student and she was a little shy and embarrassed about it, but thanks to her that she actually did a great interview.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. So she was looking forward to eat some delicious food. There's a lot of great food to eat in Busan. 조개구이 is a must, of course. And she also mentioned 곰장어.
곰장어.
I love 곰장어.
Yeah, me too.
곰장어 is, you know, it's interesting. 곰장어 isn't 장어.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. It's a type of a fish organism, but it's not really a fish either.
Right.
I don't want to describe it because the more I describe it, it becomes distasteful.
Yeah. So, but they still call it eel anyway.
Yeah,
so.
and they're very nutritious.
It is.
And they're delicious.
For sure.
I love 곰장어.
Oh, I feel like having 곰장어 tonight.
I know. 몸보신 음식이잖아요.
Right.
All right. So we just, you got to talk to a lot of people. I feel, and because it is the first festival.
Yeah, sure.
It will be held every year.
Yeah.
And it was quite successful. And the opening ceremony, at least.
Right.
And it will go on until February the 26th, you said?
Yeah, until the
28th.
next year, 28th.
Gotcha. Yeah, 28th of February.
Right.
So lots of time to check it out. We've had 포님 왜 밀락인지 궁금해요. I guess that's because Millak it's an area that used to be popping, but it died down ever since they banned alcohol. And Suyeong-gu wanted a way to make Millak more... Suyeong-gu wanted to have more visitors come to that area once again.
Yeah.
And so this is a chance for them to give it a try.
For sure. And in that Millak waterfront park, not only the light festivals, but then the Suyeong district is willing to open up some of those, light art, music, and community activities too. So
a variety of different events.
Sure. So
nice.
you can definitely keep an eye on it.
For sure. 뼈가 많지 않나요, 곰장어는? Asked 포님. Actually, when I had 곰장어, there was like no bones.
No, not
Maybe
at all.
it's so little that you don't even know if they have bones. And they are kind of like a worm. 지렁이과, right?
Yeah.
That's what I know. 곰장어 is a 지렁이과, and so it's all muscle.
And then you must eat the tail part. It's really good. Yeah.
See, the more I describe, the more, yucky it becomes.
Right.
Anyway, thank you so much for coming in today, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Before you say goodbye, what do you like to do for fun? Like, what's your hobby? That's today's text topic.
Oh, these days I'm kind of into yoga.
Wow,
And
Jimmy, yoga?
Yeah, I started.
I cannot imagine.
I know. I started about 2 months ago.
Wow.
And I'm still enjoying it.
What's your goal? Do you want to be able to do the bridge?
Yeah, that too. And one of my goals is I really, really want to train well and go to India and meet a yoga trainer, the traditional yoga trainer
guru.
there. And
Okay.
And I kind of want to try a trial session there.
Wow, that's awesome. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. And we'll see you next week.
All right. See you guys next week.
That was Jimmy with us for 부산핫플. We're going to listen to a song and we'll be back at 5. This is a song break. Don't go anywhere, guys. This is 밥 한 끼 해요 by 윤현상 featuring 윤보미.
조만 내어줘요 커피도 마셔주면 좋겠지만 그 정도로도 괜찮아요 그대가 좋아하는 음식은 나도 그날만큼은 전부 좋아할게요 브런치 치즈 퐁듀 까르보나라 매일 내가 먹던 거예요 그대가 좋아할 거리도 미리 알아놨어요 그대가 원한다면 나 계속 노래해줄게 그러니까 나와 밥 한 끼 해요 내게 21분 30초만 내어줘요 커피도
FYB판 부산영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산, 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
부산 글로벌 도시재단 대표이사 전용호입니다. 부산은 대한민국의 굳건한 성장 동력으로서 물류, 금융, 영상, 관광, 문화, 디지털, 첨단 산업의 중심지인 글로벌 허브 도시로 나아가고 있습니다. 이를 위해 부산 글로벌 도시재단은 부산을 대표하는 도시 외교의 플랫폼을 지향합니다. 세계 평화도시 부산의 브랜드를 강화하는 부산 UN 위크와 부산 글로벌 도시 포럼, 유라시아 도시 외교단, 개발협력 포럼, 그리고 세계 시민축제는 부산의 소프트 파워의 상징으로 자리매김하고 있습니다. 부산 영어방송도 시민과 함께 영어하기 편한 도시, 세계와 경쟁하며 더불어 살아가는 부산을 만들어가겠습니다. 시민이 행복한 글로벌 허브 도시 부산, 부산 글로벌 도시재단이 함께합니다.
The weather is so nice today. I'm sure this won't be a big deal.
A 3-second long lapse in judgment can burn up an entire mountain, which will take 100 years to recover. We can protect these lush forests if you follow these guidelines. First, do not bring flammable materials to the mountains. Second, do not cook or camp in the mountains. Third, do not litter cigarette butts. Your small actions are the first step towards protecting the beautiful forest. This campaign is brought to you by BEFM 부산영어방송.
안녕하세요. 배우 문지은입니다. 우리 사회에는 일을 할 수 있어도 사회에 나아갈 기회조차 얻지 못하는 발달장애인이 있습니다. 그 여정에 함께하는 위드 슬로우 스타터 캠페인을 시작합니다. 더 많은 첫걸음이 시작될 수 있도록 발달장애인의 출발을 응원해주세요. 공익광고 협의회.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
부산?
That's it. 포열 부산 아닙니까? There you go.
원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
You're absolutely right.
포열 부산.
Perfect. 포열 부산. Yes.
할까요? 포열 부산.
You're now listening to For Your Busan with me, David Kim.
Hi, can you introduce yourself? What's your name and where are you from?
Hello everyone, my name is Andrew. I'm from Russia, from Moscow City, and I'm living in Busan since 2020.
Okay, first of all, tell us what brought you to Busan.
So my wife, she's Korean, and we decided to try our life to live in Busan for some time and see how it will going. And until now, we are still living here.
And how did you meet your wife?
So my wife used to work in an embassy in Russia, and we just accidentally meet each other in Moscow.
Oh, wonderful. So what year did you meet her for the first time?
So it was 2015, and now it's 2024, so we've been together like 9 years.
And when you met her, did you imagine yourself ever moving to Korea to live together, or did you think you would stay in Russia?
Oh, I never thought about it. It just was, for me, accident, because I was thinking it's good to me to get to know her culture also. Russian and Korean mentality is too different. And for me, it was important to make a family relationship good, to know each other better in this way.
Wonderful. And how would you compare the cultures of Russia and Korea? What is, maybe, let's say, first of all, maybe what's similar?
Oh, there's a lot of similar things because, Russia based in between Europe and Asia, so you can say it's half-half. So a lot of things we have, such as take off your shoes in front of the door when you go inside, or they eat food from like common plates on the table. So, yeah. Yeah, in Russia also, this is maybe Asian thing, that age is important, and people who are older, we also need to talk with more respect. But with the times, it became less important because society became more modern than before.
What about in Korea? Do you find there's a difference in how you guys communicate?
Yeah, Korean people, they are not that much direct like Russian, and it's sometimes hard to guess what they exactly feel. So for me, one of the hard point was to understand what people are really feel about the situation and people around.
And tell us a little bit, what are you doing now that you're in Korea? So you came here for your wife to learn about her culture, and what sort of job have you been doing since you've lived here?
So I am basically a fitness and swimming trainer, and my target here was to make a Russian community based on the sports. Especially I'm targeting kids, because for kids it's important living abroad and communicate the same language that they have, to not to lose the language ability. So I'm trying to make those swimming groups for kids, and also just for fun I'm having some groups for grown-up people also.
Oh, wonderful. And had you been a swimming coach back in Russia, or how did you get into swimming?
So I've been studying swimming like since my childhood, and I finished my master's in swimming degree in Moscow, and just decided to keep running my job in here too.
Wonderful. And where do you prefer to swim?
Oh, I like to swim in the open water. But sometimes also I go to swimming pool just to practice some of skills and drills.
Okay. And speaking of kids, you are a new father. Tell us, how has it been having a child in Korea?
Oh, it's super convenient because all facilities and things close, and everything is so comfortable. So basically, to having kid in Korea, maybe in some point is easier than in Russia.
And how old is your child?
Oh, it's just been 1 year old.
1 year old.
Yeah.
What are your goals for the future, maybe for the rest of 2024, and maybe for your future next year as well?
So I have the wish that I will gather more people for the swimming classes and organize some events for Russian society in Busan City.
And how do people contact you, on Instagram or?
Yeah, I do have Instagram page. It's called Andrew Zorin Fit. Also same Facebook.
Okay.
So anytime, if anybody wants to contact me, I am all the time open.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and I hope that you have a great rest of 2024.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Tegan, for the cool interview with Andrew Zorin from Moscow, Russia, but moved to Busan back in 2020. He met his wife in Russia, moved to Korea so that he can learn more about her family and the culture. And he finds many similarities between the two countries, such as, people taking off their shoes when entering a home and the way of respecting elders. And if you're tuning in via NotTube Live, you might have seen him on our NotTube Live feed. Pictures of him swimming and floating around in Gwangan 해수욕장 area, right under the bridge. That's awesome. how good of a swimmer are you guys? We had 최윤정님 tuning in and texting in saying 제 취미는 스피닝하고 수영이에요. 수영 안 한 지 오래됐는데 수영은 16년 정도 하셨다고 합니다. That's for a long time. I have a question then. Can you also swim like Andrew Zorin who was just interviewed? Can you swim across the ocean, the waters in front of 광안리 beach area? 너무 궁금해요. 그 엄청난 체력의 소모를 할 것 같은데 I think it'll take a lot of energy to swim across, maybe even to the bridge and back to the shore. I can't even imagine. Man, you must have to be really, really, really fit. There's the waves you have to kind of go through as well. So, but yeah, that's really cool. I'd be kind of scared though. I would need a life jacket and an air tank for me to swim that far and back. All right. Yeah, so today's text topic, I asked you guys to tell me what you like to do for fun. 취미가 무엇인지 오늘의 문자 주제는요. 베니님께서 추천을 해주셨습니다. So let me know what you like to do for fun. We had 최윤정님 who said she likes to do spinning, she likes to swim as well. We've had 성이른님 who texted in saying they like to go check out some 맛집s in and around the city. So they like to go check out good places to eat. Anything else? Let me know. We've had talks of with Jimmy in the first half how he picked up a new hobby of yoga. And then Ponim said, I was born to be butt. And I'm like, yeah, I totally agree with you, Ponim, because I am so not flexible. I am very, very stiff. And so that's something I need to work on personally. Maybe stretching every day. I think that's really, really important as you age. All right, welcome to For Your Busan. The time is now 5:08 in the afternoon. If you're just tuning in and you're wondering how you can text in via text pound 9050 샵 9050. It'll cost you 101. Add us on KakaoTalk and chat with me there. Search for 부산영어방송 and add us as a friend, or join us live on YouTube. So come in on the live chat there. We have a little community there. Exchange greetings and text in at any time. We'll take a quick song break and we'll be right back. This is Love Never Felt So Good by Michael Jackson.
1, 2, 3. Baby, love never felt so good, and I'd die if it ever could. Not like you hold me, oh baby. Love never felt so fine, and I died ever mine. Not like you hold me, and the night is gonna be just fine. Gotta fly, gotta see, gotta be. I can't take it, 'cause baby, every time I love you, in all my life, in all, baby, tell me. So good, oh baby, love never felt so fine, and I died if ever mine. Not like you hold me, oh baby. Love never felt so good, and I died if ever good. Not like you hold me. And the night through the beginning, gotta fly, gotta see, can't believe I can take it, 'cause baby, every time I love you, it's in all my life, in all, baby, tell me if you really love me, it's in all my life, driving me crazy, baby, love never felt so good. Oh, baby, love never felt so fine, and I died, I know mine. not like you hold me. Hold me, oh baby. Love never felt so good, so good. And it died if it ever could. Not like you hold me, and the nights that is good. Gotta fly, gotta see, can't believe I can take it, 'cause baby, every time I love you, it's in on the line, in on, baby. Tell me if you really love me, it's in on the line, driving me crazy, 'cause baby, love never felt so good. So, oh, we never felt so good. So, no, it never felt so good. Never felt so good. Yeah, it never felt so good. Never felt so good. All right, that's fine. That's it.
Zooby dooby dooby bum para, zooby dooby baram bum. Zooby dooby 나 지켜봐가 stupid man.
It is Zooby Dooby time, which means it is time for a quiz. A time for you to win a prize or two if you get picked as the winner. Every single day we have different type of quizzes. We have maybe one where you have to guess a famous person who's maybe visited Busan. Another is you guessing a city or a country based on the facts and hints we give you. Today's quiz is acrostic poem contest. It's more of a contest than a quiz today, where you can participate and send me a 2-line or a 3-line acrostic poem based on the Korean word that we give you. And if you get selected as the winner, you could win a prize. And today's theme is going to be about migratory birds. 철새입니다. 오늘은 철새로 이행시를 지어보도록 하겠습니다. 이 멋진 시를 보내주신 분들 중 추첨을 통해 선물을 드립니다. You can send in more than one. 철새로 이행시를 1개 이상 많이 보내주셔도 됩니다. 철새, migratory birds. I can give you one to kick it off. I'll give you two to kick it off. 철 가방 안에는 새 자장면이 들어있겠지? So hungry. 너무 배고파요. I'll give you another one. Challenge accepted. To make 이행시. Say the 2-line poem to win prize. That's 철새. It's your turn. So send me a 철새 이행시 to pound 9050 샵 9050. It'll cost you 101. A KakaoTalk message or 너튜브 라이브로 많이 보내주세요. We've got a message. I'll read some more out after the quiz, but we'll listen to this song, Build Me a Buttercup by Foundations.
But you're late. I wait around and then I run to the door. I can't take anymore. It's not you. You let me down again. Baby, try to find a little time and I'll make you happy. I'll be home. I'll be beside the phone waiting for you. Why do you build me up? a toy, but I could be the boy you adore. If you just let me know. Although you aren't true, I'm attracted to you all the more. Why do I need you so? Baby, baby, try to find a little time and I'll make you happy. I'll be home, I'll be beside the phone waiting for you. Why do you build me up, buttercup, baby, just to let me down? And twist me around and then worst of all, you never call, baby, when you say you will. But I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start. So build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. I need you more than anyone, baby. You know that I have from the
Welcome back. We're in the middle of our Zubi Zubi quiz time. I asked you to send in an 이행시, a two-line acrostic poem using the Korean word for migratory birds, 철새. 철새를 이용해서 이행시 보내주시는 타임입니다. Another one I could give you to maybe start the engine so that you guys could send me some more 철새 이행시. 철 물이 흐른다. 새 바람이 분다. No jam. Sorry. All right, so it's your turn. I'm going to read some of our messages out. We've had, let's see, Cake Like Tunim saying 철딱선이 없는 where's the 새? 철 좀 들어라. 새 인생 살아라. Gotcha. 철 좀 들어라. Grow up, will ya? Grow up. 철 좀 들어라, right? 펭수 아빠님 saying 철렁거리는 마음 안고 새 가슴으로 희망을 품어보자. Ooh, I like that. Nice one. We've had S Duck님 saying 철 수세미 주의소. 세계 주의소. This is 철새 아이, but I'll take that. 세계 is 어이, right? Maybe you could say 세거 주의소. Nice one, S. Duck님. I like it. We've had Summer님 joining us. Good afternoon to you too. Cake Like Tunim with the second one saying 철인 3종 철인 3종 경기 출전은 새해에는 해보자. Oh, nice one. 철인 3종 is triathlon. Is it triathlon? Ironman? It's Ironman. Ironman triathlon. 철인 is iron, right? Ironman. So Ironman triathlon. Cool. I could never do that. S. Duck님 saying 철수세미가 왜 그리 많이 필요해요? And then 새 거시기 배설물에 맞았어. 라고 보내주셨습니다. Nice one. We've had, let's see, some other ones. 포님 saying 옹성 같은 경계를 풀고 세상이 화합을 이뤘으면 for world peace, isn't it? 포님. Nice. And then we had 성이름님 with one. 철렁철렁 내려앉은 새 가슴. 화이팅. 고수님 saying 철 건강 관리의 비법은 세면 what is that? Is 세족? What's that? 세족 is face washing. 세면을 잘 하는 겁니다. Okay, to wash the feet. 세면 is the face, 세족 is to wash the feet. Gotcha. Yeah, 박수 효과음이 귀엽습니다. It's random. I think it's random, but I don't think our PD meant to give like a small clap for some and big clap for another. It's quite random. Okay, we've also had text messages. 1847번님 saying 철렁하고 심장이 내려앉았어요. 새로운 신입사원이 딱 제 스타일이라. Ooh. time to 말 걸어요 to the 새로운 신입사원. Yes, nice. I like 1847번님. witty. 좋네요. 철부지된 오케이, 최희숙님. 철부지된 사랑을 잘 몰라 세월이 지나고 알게 되지. Oh, I like that one too, 최희숙님. 이성표님 with the go here. 철치에 가서 nice. 새롭게 시작한다고 기도드려. Wow, nice one. Oh, this is by Youngnim. Youngnim, nice one. My bad. We've had Lee Kelly님 with also one here. 철학은 세상에서 가장 골치 아픈 게 과목이다. Okay, gotcha. Okay, let me read that again. 철학은 세상에서 가장 골치 아픈 과목이다. Philosophy. I agree. I had that course one time, and I mean, embarrassed to say it, I got a C+. I had to memorize all these quotes and all these sayings by famous philosophers, and I couldn't. I got mixed up with the names, and I just did terrible. This was in college. I took it as an elective, and I regretted it. Or not elective, as a elective optional course, and I regretted taking it. It's difficult. All right, I like these. We're gonna be taking one more song break and then announcing the winners. This is 사건의 지평선 by Yunha.
Take your boggles, stupid man.
생각이 많은 건 말이야 당연히 해야 할 일이야 나에게
That was 사건의 지평선 by Yunha. Welcome back. You're tuned into For Your Busan. We're in the middle of our quiz. Not really a quiz. I asked you to send me 이행시 using the word 철새. Not 철수. 철수 is my friend's name. 철새, migratory birds. We had 강성헌님 texting in with a very nice one, very funny one. 강성헌님 said, 절들게요 이제. 새 신랑입니다. Cool, funny, I like it. 좋습니다. We've had people also talk about, you know, the song we just listened to, 사건의 지평선, and how it's 성일임님's favorite song to sing in a 노래방. And also like to go there alone. Same with Ponim. I guess a lot of people like to go to 노래방 alone to sing. Maybe us guys, maybe me and my guy friends, we never really go alone to sing. It's like more like a party thing. We go there, you know, after dinner, after a few drinks, just to have fun. But the last time I went to 노래방 was, I would say, 5-6 years ago. I hardly ever go. I don't think I went during COVID either. But I know we've had, you know, in Korea, a recently trending, not even recently trending, 코노, right? 코인 노래방. And it's for 혼자 가기도 좋고 아니면 친구 한 명이랑 가기도 좋은 코인 노래방이 있잖아요. I haven't been to one. Maybe one day I'll go check it out. 세상에, 새성이렴님. 네, 한 번도 안 가봤어요. I'm not a good singer. 갈 이유가 없는 것 같아요. Because I'm 음치 and 박치. I'll be, you know, breaking the machines down with my terrible singing voice. Maybe the 사장님 will kick me out. 당신 우리 가게 홍보가 안 돼요. 나가주세요. Because, you know, when you walk past a 노래방, you hear people who are really good at singing. They're on the loudspeakers. And so it makes you want to go there, you know, to sing. Anyway, that's besides. All right, let's announce the winner. We have 강상헌님 커피 한 잔 쿠폰 드리겠습니다. 축하드립니다. 리켈리님, they call it 코노 now? Yeah, 코인 노래방. It's short for 코인 노래방. 코노. 성일이님, 데이빗 알고 있습니다. 네. Yeah, I'll never sing for you guys ever. Yeah. Don't ever ask me to sing either. I'm terrible at singing. I'm bad at singing. So Haley's beside me. She's talking to me and she's talking to me. And maybe I'll have her mic up in just a bit because we have our next segment, Busan's Tale 꼬.꼬.부.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Hosted by David Kim, airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Have Haley in the studio. Busan's Tale.
It's Busan Tales time.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Good. Just talking about 노래방 gets me excited.
Are you?
And I want to go.
Singing?
I love singing.
Are you a good singer, you think?
I love singing. I'm just gonna put it. I have a lot of 흥.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Am I a good singer?
흥이 있으면 이제
흥쟁이죠. 저는 흥쟁이죠.
아,
저는 완전 흥쟁이죠.
에너지가 많으면 에너지를 이제 you have to 표출해야 돼요.
Yeah, I like 홍코노.
혼코노.
Which is 혼자 코인 노래방 가기.
Oh, wow.
And oh my God, you guys, this is like ages. 이 아저씨들 진짜.
Do you guys like 홍코노?
Oh
성일이는, do you like 홍코노?
Yeah, I think she does. I'm assuming you're a she. Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's really nice stress relief. But I used to go. Did you know back in my day? So like mid-COVID times.
Yeah.
It was 1,000원 for 4 songs at Kono.
Oh, that's pretty cheap.
That was so nice. Yeah. And then nowadays, I heard from a middle schooler I know, like the youngest, Gen Z, Alpha, whatever they're called. It's 2 songs for 1,000원. Like it literally doubled in the span of a few years. I mean, inflation of 100%.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
저는 그래도 한 2,000원이면 끝날 것 같아요.
저는
저 같은 경우에는
저는 딱 네 곡이 좋았거든요.
네 곡
저는 사실
좋았어요?
네 곡에서 5곡까지 딱 좋았거든요.
Oh wow! And then your
And I'm like, I'm
vocal
done.
cords
And
will,
then I
like,
have to,
die out.
right, and I have to preserve my voice
Yeah,
for my
for the
job.
radio, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, if I ever come here hoarse, like, hi guys, you know why.
Yeah.
You know I belted out some Adele.
Exactly.
Or try to.
We've had 안은교님 saying, I knew it as 오래방. And I'm like, what's 오래방? And he said, 오락실에 있는 노래방.
They used to have those. I mean, I think they still do. But I think 오래방, if you sang at an 오래방, that took a certain amount of courage. That
Really?
took guts. Because in a regular 노래방 or 코인 노래방, you're all there to sing and like make fools out of yourselves.
Yeah.
And everybody's singing in their own rooms. But 오래방, you're like putting yourself on display. 다 듣잖아요. 옆에서 펌프하는 사람들도 다 들을 수 있고. Right?
그럼 못 부르면은 안 되겠네요.
I mean, why not?
못 부르면은 마스크 끼고 나가야지.
Exactly. With sunglasses and like mask.
스트레스 풀러
So
이제
you.
노래방. 저는 스트레스 풀러 옛날에 한 번씩 갔는데 I haven't been in a while. I like to sing in the car when I'm driving.
Yes. car 노래방.
네.
카레방.
네.
That sounds weird.
마이크
That
없이
sounds odd.
그냥 윈드실드에 대고 이제 소리
Right?
지르는 거죠.
You know, cars aren't soundproof. I was shocked.
I was
I know. It's like
shocked.
the biggest betrayal.
I was in the parking lot talking to my friend
Right?
about something like maybe not, a private conversation.
Yeah.
And then the 관리 아저씨 came out and he's like, 다 들려요. And I was like,
Yeah.
really?
I was like, oh,
So
wow. So the
embarrassing.
years and years of me singing.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Anyways.
Anyway, yeah.
All right.
All right, we're here for Busan Style.
We are. I mean, we can digress for the entire segment, but maybe we should get to what I'm here to talk about. All right.
Yes.
So last week, we're going to rewind a little bit. We talked about the entrepreneurs, the 사업가, the
그쵸.
big entrepreneurs of Busan, or that had their business start in Busan, who created jobs, new industries, brought things to light. So we have the light, and when we have the light, we need the dark. We're going to go to the dark, seedy underbelly, flipping it around. So what am I talking about? Organized crime, aka the mafia.
Oh,
yeah.
like 친구들, 친구 영화 style.
Exactly.
Okay.
Which, by the way, if you are like a super loyal listener and you're like, but Haley, are you 재탕? Because we did cover the gangs of Busan.
We did, yeah.
Local edition. By the way, if you are curious, I covered that on March 25th. 여러분 3월 25일에 부산의 조직폭력에 대해서 얘기했습니다. But outside of the two major domestic groups, we also have another force lurking in the shadows, and that would be the Russian mafia.
Okay, Russian mafia. Okay, so this isn't just like a made-up story.
No, I'm not. This is all fact-based, but it's shocking, right?
Yeah, it is. 근데 이게 사실 it's good to know. At the same time, don't want to know. Those kind of things. Like if you know it now, you're more scared.
Ignorance
to
is bliss. Or here's some good news. Before, because I know it's like dark out there. Before you get scared and start looking back, this is all in the past.
Okay.
So yeah,
no more.
We're good to go. So this is now we can talk about it with like a lighter-ish heart because I mean it is once again in the past, a thing of a past. But sometimes reality definitely more dramatic than fiction.
Yeah.
And by the way, I do have a clip that I have put into my producer's folder and then forgot to tell him. So this is me telling him now. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
There's an audio clip.
There's an audio clip, yes. Right. So we're going to rewind to the early 2000s, which most of us do remember. But this was unbeknownst to us when Busan was staged for Russian organized crime.
Okay.
Of all things, right?
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, but actually reports go back as far back to 1995, where there's a headline that says, authorities tense over stories of Russian mafia coming to Busan.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I mean, they would be right.
Scary.
And by the way, once again, I do want to emphasize that I'm pulling from official sources and official articles. So one resource is the 국정원. The NIS, the National Intelligence Service, which their International Crime Information Center, according to them, back in the early 2000s, there were as many as 20 Russian mobs working out of Busan.
Not 20 people.
Not 20 humans, 20
organized
groups.
organizations.
Yeah, I mean, right?
That's a
Can
lot.
you just you'd think
They had their own little thing going on here.
they had a whole thing.
Wow.
This was Little Russia. Who knew? So they would set up a company or companies under a figurehead.
Okay.
Or work with a local company to set up a joint corporation and then use that as kind of a front, a paper company, right? For their shadier operations. So, David, what kind of, when I say like a mob-run business, what industry would you imagine that to be in?
Usually like the bad stuff, like
right?
drugs.
Drugs, weapons, human trafficking.
Oh, yeah.
Well, in the case of the Russian mafia in Busan in the early 2000s, seafood.
Seafood. Did they disguise it as seafood?
I know. It's like, were there drugs in the king crab
underneath
legs?
squid and
No, surprisingly, no. It wasn't like drug-fed seafood. They were legit in the fisheries business. So here's the thing. They were smuggling, but they were smuggling like king crab legs.
I see.
Because this is Russia, where the bulk of these, wintertime seafood comes in from. And, think of king crab in the early 2000s, super expensive.
Yeah.
But then if you are doing logistics and import the legit way, you have to go through the western side of Russia, which is where Moscow is. So you have to go take things to almost the other side of an entire continent. Russia's a big country. And then bring it to Asia, which would be expensive. So they just took it right down to Korea. So, and then that involved, changing ships' names, forging customs papers. And back in 2006, according to reports, the Russian mafia had smuggled in an estimated 150 billion won worth of seafood per year. 1,500억 of seafood per year.
Okay.
And I mean, this isn't tax, so they're just swimming in money.
Yeah. And also, you mentioned that there were not just one, but 20, right? So I'm sure there were turf wars going on.
Right. I mean, that's the whole thing about 친구, the film was about, is like the turf wars between two major crime gangs and friends that are involved. And this is kind of a similar case too. So 3 major groups, once again, no longer working out of Busan, but Yakut, the mob, the MAGA mob, and the Petrak mob. So the 3. And they would get into turf wars. But, you don't, if you're operating illegally in a different country, and I'm assuming some of your members aren't here on legit visas either.
Right.
The last thing you want to do is draw attention to yourself. Right? So if you're fighting, you can't fight, just out in the middle of the street of Samyeon or Haeundae.
Ninja suits and
or that too.
Yeah.
Or you would go and sneak onto, conveniently enough, they had ships.
Okay.
They had vessels to smuggle their seafood. So that's where their fights would take place at night, hidden away from the eyes of the law enforcement.
Right.
But then, despite these efforts to stay underground, the local law enforcement eventually, as a Korean saying goes, 꼬리가 길면 밟힌다. You're bound to the law enforcement, kind of start to get a whiff of them. They start to sniff things out.
Okay.
So they try to eradicate them, but things ran out of control. Things spiraled out of control. All right.
Wait, okay, we had a message.
Oh, yeah.
Anungyeonim saying, for selling crab legs, and then he said, what an amazing feat.
I know, right? I know.
여기서 feat는요, 이제 그 성공하는
Well, but then
이제,
also
다리죠,
pun.
다리.
Love a good pun. Love a good pun.
Love it.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm sure he was
Thank
quite
you,
happy
Anungyeonim.
about that.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Here's the thing, though. I mean, speaking of crab legs and your feet, FEAT. If you are in the legitimate business as a mafia, and then if you think about it, like the olive oil industry in some parts of Europe, they are also run by the mafia. But you lost the turf war. So you and I were in rival gangs, and I beat you. We had a sing-off.
So you're going to take over my business.
Exactly. So you get pushed out.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Go back home?
Well, this is why you would make a terrible mobster, which is so good.
I'm not good at
so
evil stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
David just going back home with his tail between his legs.
I'll cry
right.
and go home.
And, get a job.
Work for the Moscow government.
But
I don't know.
This is not what most mobsters would do. Well, if you get pushed out of the legal stuff, you go into the illegal stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. do bad
David,
things. Yes.
never change.
Okay.
So they would go into the, the sketchy business of things, the actual shady mobstery activities. So we're talking about smuggling of things like weapons, drugs. Now, this is the mobstery activities we are talking about.
Okay.
So, in fact, let's bring this back to May 4th of 2004. Busan Regional Police arrested 19 members of a Russian mob for drug smuggling. And then an unthinkable thing happens straight out of a film noir movie, and this is a clip from KBS News back then.
퇴근 시간이 한창인 어젯밤 8시쯤 아파트 단지에서 벌어진 대담한 총기 난사 사건으로 러시아 사람 1명이 숨지고 1명이 다쳤습니다. 괴한은 현장에 권총 2자루와 탄피 10개를 남겨두고 타고 온 승용차까지 버려둔 채 유유히 사라졌습니다.
그 옆에 보니까 권총이 2자루 있었습니다. 그리고 그 옆에 보니까 한 사람이 쓰러져 있는데 그건 피투성이었습니다.
총격으로 숨진 54살 나우모프 바실리 씨는 배를 60여 척이나 가진 러시아의 유력 선박회사 사장으로 현지 마피아와 심한 갈등을 겪고 일본에 피신해 있다가 지난해 말 부산에 들어온 것으로 알려졌습니다. 바실리 씨는 마피아의 추적을 피하기 위해 지난달 슬로베니아 여권으로 입국하는 등 수차례 국적을 바꿔가며 우리나라를 드나든 사실도 밝혀졌습니다.
조직폭력배, 마피아 이런 관련 여러 방향으로 수사를 전개를 하겠습니다.
Wow.
Isn't that insane?
This is like a movie.
It's like a movie, but
Like
this
a
happened in
007 style.
Yeongdo in 2003.
And yeah, why a gunfight, gun war happening in Korea?
In
Come on.
Korea, and like this peaceful apartment in Yeongdo
Disrespectful.
overlooking the ocean.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, a Russian mobster turns up dead, another one injured. And there were, I mean, if you watch that clip, there are just legitimately 2 guns, like handguns, 권총 left on the floor.
My gosh.
And there's like police tape around it. Can
Right.
you imagine just
If
you
a
live there?
random bystander saw that, they're like, oh, this is a
Right?
movie scene.
Yeah,
Probably
like,
happening.
oh, are they filming things?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Is
it's
this
a
Chingu,
toy,
number
right?
one?
Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Exactly. Wow.
So, yeah, the man you heard, the deceased, is Naumov Vasily, the head of the Yakutir mob. He was shot and killed. I mean, this was a huge shock. Local
bet.
police launched this manhunt for the suspect. And then about a week later, the police caught the suspect, who was a Russian national, who was hiding in a motel in Choryangdong, which takes us to our segment a couple weeks ago in Texas Street.
Okay.
Yeah. So apparently this was a fight between the 2 rival gangs over the rights to fish
Wow.
in the northern Pacific Oceans.
For the kiss.
For the crab
legs.
legs.
Yes, for the amazing feat that they're trying to
Right. Oh, by the way,
accomplish.
we're not laughing
No,
about the
yeah.
about the gun violence, which
No.
is, I mean, that's horrible.
But I'm sure his death had sparked a lot of attention, created a lot of attention from the police officers, the law authorities here. Would that have maybe put the end to Russian mafia activities in Busan?
You would think,
Yeah,
right? I mean,
yeah.
they would get scared.
Yeah.
But no, not quite yet.
Okay.
And actually, during this, second half of their tenure in Busan, the Russian mobs would join hands with local Busan gangs.
Oh, no.
I know, and that meant that their operation got wider. So they moved out of the fisheries business
Yeah.
and onto, I suppose, land and more into daylight.
Okay.
All right, and then this hotel. There's this now shut down hotel on Haeundae Beach, the Grand something
Oh,
something.
really?
Yeah, it's on
Yeah,
Haeundae. It was named Grand something. You put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
That hotel shut down fairly recently, right? 2019. And we were shocked because, I mean, I'd gone there for like a conference, like a company workshop. And then like 300 people lost their jobs.
Yeah.
Well, when news sites chased down that story to try to interview the owner of the hotel, like what's going on, the real owners turned out to be a Russian-based businessman, Sergei Ho. And then his wife, Son Yeon-hwa. They had acquired Korean citizenship. That's also an interesting story, which hopefully we'll have the time to get to. But Sergei Ho, turns out was a member of a drug smuggling ring in Russia.
My gosh. Oh,
I
man,
know.
I just got
Like, why do we get these people in our
Yeah.
lovely city? So the couple, though, they came to Haeundae. Presumably, they were looking for bigger and better things, or they got pushed out of their hometown. They began buying up land in 2002. And like around the beach, 달맞이 Hill, so prime real estate. They got a major apartment penthouse. So they're living the luxury life. Ultimately, going key luxury, buying that hotel in 2007. And then reports also reveal that when he did buy the hotel back then, he used a paper company in Hong Kong and borrowed name accounts. So in total, he laundered over 100 천억 won. He laundered that money, 돈 세탁, to buy this hotel. And of course, we didn't know it back then, but all of it went under investigation once the hotel shut down. And then, fast forward a few more years, 2014, during the course of prosecutors investigating the case, a Korean co-owner of the company, surnamed Kim, suddenly took his own life. So,
oh, no.
Yeah, shadiness just builds and builds.
Yeah.
But then, that's what happened. And once again, Sergei Ha and his wife, they ultimately got Korean citizenship.
What the? Okay. So many questions.
Right.
But I'm sure you had to kind of like compact this story.
Well, here's the thing though, because they're shady, there isn't much in the public eye, public information realm.
Sure. Okay,
right.
That makes sense. So how did they get the citizenship, by
because,
the way?
when you acquire, you and I have at least immigrated to a different country, there's a criminal background check.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you then, as a member of a Russian mob, presumably with a criminal history, get citizenship to a country?
You guys created a new identity.
Right. And then, I'm sure there was a lot of paperwork laundering. Also, they cheated. They snuck out the citizenship test to cheat on that test.
Like bribery?
Yeah, like bribery. So Korean citizenship exams are fairly hard. So a former staff member told a news site that he connected his bosses to someone at the Justice Ministry. And this was still presumed when corruption was not completely eradicated because exams are hard, Korean history, spelling, grammar. This may be a stereotype, but I don't see mobster sitting down with a tutor studying hard.
I heard it's really difficult.
It is fairly
the test.
difficult. I looked at the test and I'm like, thank God I was
you
born
actually
here.
got to study, yeah.
Right. So and by the way, not that I have ever, but when you cheat, I heard the key is just do well enough to pass. So you don't draw attention. So get 70%. They cheated so well, they only got one question wrong.
Oh,
so they really memorized those answers. Yeah, so that's a weird trivia.
Getting the most obvious answer wrong too.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the capital of Korea?
Exactly.
Right.
And they write Busan.
Yeah. So by the way, after all of this story broke, Sergei Ha and his wife, they filed a defamation suit, 명예훼손 고소, against the media site, claiming that everything was false. But then the court ruled that actually no, there's ample evidence. There is enough evidence to show that you guys had laundered money, you guys snuck out the exam, and all of these illegal things did happen. So yeah, that's a really, really interesting underbelly, once again, of Busan City, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
so...
I'm wondering if you could go over these guys for another time.
Perhaps if I can get more information on it. Yeah,
if possible.
Right.
But no pressure.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to swim with the fishes.
You don't have to do your own
investigative journalism.
No, don't do it. So that's dangerous too.
Yikes. So now, the reason that we can bring this up to surface right now is because, once again, they are no longer a presence in Busan. And of course, we can trust our law enforcement and authorities to do their job, not sneak out exams. But this is all, what 꼬.꼬.부 is all about. 꼬리에 꼬리를 무는. So these are tales that go on and on. Pages from our history, a bygone era of the dark chapter, but also really what makes our city that much more exciting, interesting, and dynamic.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and very dynamic addition to all the 꼬.꼬.부 tales that we've heard so far. Thank you so much, Haley, for bringing this story to us. Before we let you go, though, I wanted to ask you earlier, before we kickstarted this segment, if you could give us your version of 철새 이행시.
Yeah. So I was thinking about it because I know you always put me on the spot. And then that 새 is really hard because all the 새 that I could think of was, not public radio inappropriate.
Oh no, the baby one. Okay.
The baby one or the bird head. And I was like, all right, Haley, get to the PG-13, PG
새로운
level.
new.
그러니까요.
네.
지금 get my, so I got one.
Okay.
I got one and it's not going to get our producer in trouble.
제가 띄워드릴까요?
예.
네. 철이
바뀔 때마다
새
옷을 사고 싶어서 진짜 큰일이에요. It's my
공감합니다.
찌름신, right?
네. 저도 맨날 새 옷 사기 때문에 이게 문제예요, 문제.
Right. Yeah.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
I need to change that habit.
I'm looking
of
at.
mine.
I have a pair of loafers in my cart
Yeah.
that I'm like, should I?
Don't.
But
Don't.
let me show
Think
you.
again.
But let me after we go off air, let me
Okay.
show them to you.
Okay. If
They're
it's like
all cute.
10,000원, buy it.
만 원짜리 신발 무슨 소리야?
My bad. All right. Okay, sorry, Haley. And thank you, Haley.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week.
Bye bye.
That was Haley with us for Busan's Tale 꼬.꼬.부. Wow, time flies, guys. It's 5:53. 공감 불가능합니다. 펭수 아빠님 said. 성희님 said 저만 그런 게 아니었군요. 맞습니다. 이 사는 게 there's joy to buying things, right? Anyway, yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for our Tuesday show. The last song we're going to be listening to is 풍문으로 들었소 by 장기하와 얼굴들. See you later, alligator.
외로운 나 멀리 있는 그대 생각 이 밤 따라 길어지네 하얀 얼굴 그리울 때 내 마음에 그려보며 우리 다시 만날 날을 손꼽으며 기다렸네 풍문으로 들었어 그대에게 애인이 생겼다는 그 말 풍문으로 들었어 내 마음은 서러워 나는 울고 말았네 하루 이틀 지나가고 그대 진실 알았을 때 내 사랑 가득 담아 그대에게 보내주리 풍문으로 들었어 풍문으로 들었어 그대 없는 나날들이 그 얼마나 외로웠나 멀리 있는 그대 생각 이 밤 따라 길어지네 하얀 얼굴 그리울 때 내 마음에 그려보며 우리 다시 만날 날을